Yep, I also want to have a quick look at the item that I just brought from eBay. So it's the AuTool Smoke Diagnostic Leak Detector, specifically SDT202. That's the model there. Chose this one here because it looked, to be honest with you, really, really good value. It looked quality, had a good video on YouTube. And I thought, yeah, that looks like the boy that I want. So it took 1 week to get here. I think it was 130 quid altogether. So yeah, let's have a little look at it. Cool. So I've got this, so I can do some tests on my DeLorean engine and also my Subaru Impreza engine, so I can have a look for small air leaks. So the idea of this, you plumb it all in, you put the oil, the mineral oil in there, I believe, turn it on, you get constant supply of smoke coming out of the machine, and you then basically attach the various connectors onto parts like the inlets, such as this part here, for example. And obviously then the chambers then fill with smoke, all this section here, and then of course once it's absolutely full, then it starts to leak out of the various parts. So if you've got, say, a dodgy injector seal here, for example, or you've got a little leak here on this part, or a leak around the pipes around here, or the oil filler, things like that, you'll start to see the smoke coming out of those places. So it's a constant supply of smoke. So that's the reason why I want to do it, because this engine here looks absolutely spot on, but it doesn't run absolutely perfect. And I just feel that there's some leaks somewhere going on, although everything is pretty much new. So yeah, that's the reason. Same for my Subaru Impreza engine. It has so many rubber pipes on it, so many pipes, vapor pipes leading from one side to the other, balance pipes, all sorts of things. And I'm sort of replacing some as I go. But there's so many pipes, so many things you can't see underneath the engine, behind the engine, above the gearbox. So plumbing, one of these kits on should mean that hopefully I can diagnose it and find it for me. Anyway, back to this. Honestly, it feels absolutely quality. That is a quality feel item. Whether or not it works, who knows, but it looks good and it feels good, so it probably is. On off switch here. Oil fill port, it says there. It says recommended that adding 20 ml of oil into the machine before each time you use it. Oil out, the output there for the smoke hose, power, really, really, really nice. On off switch there, and a pressure gauge just there. Not sure what it does, but looks. Actually, I suppose once you connect it up, and you've got it, and you're forcing the air in the system. I guess as the system builds up with the pressure, I presume then that means the pressure will change here to show that it's getting really full of pressure, and and something that should come out of the hole somewhere. That's probably what that's for. Accessories. Excuse the camera. Right. So this is part one of the video. So part two will be actually when I've plugged it in and connected up. So look in here. Got some items here. Not sure what these are for, but obviously you squeeze them. Don't know what it's for though. I don't know what it's for in relation to this unit at the moment. I'll check it out. You've got the main pipe here with the outlet on it, so that's good. This part is the inlets. This piece here pushes into your inlet pipes, and you can use a combination of this, I guess, and maybe this smaller one here as well. And then you then connect up your metal piece here. So just focus that metal piece there, then shoves into here, I think. And then you obviously force some smoke into your car. Got a little hook there to hang it on with, and there's a little tool there to maybe to loosen this off, or to maybe to take out, maybe there's some sort of glow plug, for example, inside, which it could be. That's kind of looks like a bit of a glow plug tool. Might make sense for heating, for that being the heating element. So that's good, lovely jubbly. Quality power supply. On there again, you hook it up to 12 volts, so you hook it up to a spare battery or to the battery in your car. Obviously, most cars have the battery next to the engine, which is where you're doing your tests. So that's good. And then here you've got a bunch of plugs as well, so I'm not sure exactly what these are for, but I'd imagine these are probably to block up certain hoses. So if you say you find that the smoke's coming out of, you know, maybe your oil inlet place, you know, where you pour your oil into, you might find that putting one of these in the hole sort of seals that better than the factory way of doing it. I'd imagine that's what it's for. So for me, I can get one of these, get my inlet here, and maybe push that into the hole instead, and that would also provide a much better seal probably than this here, I expect. That's probably what it's for, because there's no holes in it. And then you've got a set of instructions as well, which look really, really nice, in a sort of plastic container here. Yeah, so there we go. So it's all in Chinese and English, of course. So you've got Chinese there, and you've got all the English details here as well. And presumably there's operating instructions, gives you a description there. All looks really smart. Yeah, cool. And you've got something here as well. Okay, it shows you when it was made or when it's stamped, 3-year warranty. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how useful that warranty would be if you're in the UK, but it's nice to have it, and it all looks good. So absolutely appreciate that. And also it's nice as well to have a link to Facebook and all that sort of stuff there as well. So it just shows very likely quality. So yeah, absolutely love that unit. Happy days. Cool. So say the next video I'll suss out what oil I need to pour in here. If it's real mineral oil from a motor factor, or if I can use baby oil, for example, and then I'll plumb it in and yeah, give it a go. Cool. Thank you all. Thanks all. Right, yep, I'm also ready to little test then. So what I've done, this is in here is literally pure Johnson's baby oil, and you can see it's got the measurements on it. So I've just put 15 ml into the machine, in the top here, connect up the power. This actually is an old battery, so although it's in a box, it's an old battery. So I thought, you know what, connect this baby up on here. That's right, obviously got the pipe attached on the back there. Oops, connect up. You hear the fan coming on straight away. Turn the power on, and then we'll just. Oh, there we go. You can see that. Very, very nice. Really, really. I mean, that's super, super ridiculously quick. There we are. Cool. Right, I'll switch it off now. Let it run. Right, so last part of the video, so I'm gonna have a little look then and test this baby out. So done nothing to it other than just connect it up. So what I've done is I realised that this part here is inflatable, so you can turn the valve here, inflate it, and basically when you connect up here your smoke inlet, it goes straight through a tube straight into your system basically, and obviously that seals the hole. So I thought, you know what, here was an obvious place to try and insert it, you know. So I've put a rubber glove on it, cable tied obviously. I thought put a hole in there, and then, you know, cable tie, you know, the hose onto it. But I thought first of all we'll try it this way and see if that's better, and to see if this works. I'll need to open up this as well, which is the inlet, in a second. So what I'm going to do is first, I'm going to pause the camera now, open this up so it opens up the butterflies. That way when the air goes in the system, I mean, I don't know how it's going to operate, how it's going to work, but obviously you need to have these open for it to be able to travel back around to here, into these sections here. And then hopefully we'll see, you know, if smoke comes out, see what the pressure, obviously if the pressure builds up, it goes to a high pressure and there's no smoke coming out, that obviously means that it's solid. I've also blocked off things like these hoses with some of the blockers, you know, and yeah, we'll just go from there and try it. Right, let me pause this now, and then we'll try it. Right, also let's do the first test then. So, and I just turned it on, made sure there's definitely tons of smoke coming out, so that's all good. So I blocked open the butterflies here, that's all sealed. The first one I'm going to do then, as I mentioned, is I pumped up the bladder part here, connect up the connector, it'll go straight through into the left hand side cylinder bank. Now I can't exactly remember, and I'm not completely sure if that is good, if the smoke that's in there is going to work its way through to the inlet seals and to this part here. because of course it has to go down the valves and then obviously up through the inlet aspect. So I don't know if it's going to work that way or not. It might not do. So I'm going to try it on this side here, see if there's any smoke coming out anywhere on this side, and then I'm going to do a test operating the smoke from the center part here where this is open, and that will 100% go straight down into the area where all of the injector seals are. 100%. So that'll definitely work. And then I'll then probably also then see if there's a way to me to link on something onto this left hand side pipe on left hand side, the right hand side system here. Cool. Right, let me connect this baby up then. So that's on. Switch that on. That'll smoke out very, very quickly. I'll do a quick test. Yeah. That's on. Let it clear away. And have a look. So obviously it takes, you know, a little while for it to build up the pressure, but I mean that'll fill up with smoke pretty damn quickly, and it'll be really obvious, you know, if there is indeed a leak coming around the injectors, if it's managing to get through to the injectors from this position here. You know, any leaks anywhere. Yeah, so there's definitely a leak down here. I can see it. Okay, no, that leak was just coming from the dipstick tube which I pushed in. There was a smaller one, a smaller dipstick one you can push in the hole, which probably be better fit, but I definitely worry about getting stuck down there. And actually, yeah, you can see actually it's starting to build up pressure. It's starting to squeeze this out slightly from here. But yeah, I don't see any other leaks coming from this top section up here, which is good news. So if I turn this off a second, and if I then quickly undo it from there, and if I quickly show you the pressure that's built up, so you can see there's a lot of smoke in this. If there's any leaks, absolutely that is going to show up like a bandit. Any leaks, so you're happy days. That's very, very nice. So now I'm going to try the inlet part here. Cool. Right, here we go. So I've done it properly. So I went down the road, brought some rubber gloves, cut the finger off, much tighter fit, size large. FYI, a couple of cable ties. We'll see if it works. Right, throttle's open again. Let's turn this on. Right, power it up. Cool. So that's good. Right. Excellent. Right, and so now let's see if there's any leaks coming from anywhere. Right, okay, so I can instantly see a leak coming down from there. Let me grab the old torch. Okay, so there's a leak there coming out of the spindle. So it's blatantly obvious that it's coming out of the spindle there. Well, I should say blatantly obvious, that's where it appears to be coming out of. So I don't know if there's a seal on there, but that's actually shifting out large. And you can see there's also a leak coming from that one. Yeah, so that one there, it's leaking as well. A small leak from that one there. Nothing from that one. Yeah, you can see there's blatantly a leak from that one there, and a small leak from that one, and nothing from that one. Yeah, and if you push it downwards, it absolutely seals better. Release it. Okay, so yeah, push it downwards and it seals better. That's this one here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, shifting out of this one here, if you can see that. And this one here, I've got loads coming out of that one there. Bubbling as well. Yeah, and you get from that back one there, which you can see there. Now, okay, and that spindle, okay, that's where it's coming from. So certainly all of those. Right, let me pause that then. Now, for this particular car here, I don't know if that would affect it or not, because of course when the car's running, it obviously will be have a much bigger suction. You know, so of course it might not necessarily be affecting the running, having the leaks around the seals. But obviously, if now I look on the forum, if it does matter, and you know, and there should be absolutely no leaks that way, then of course I can look into those. But they are new seals. But of course, you know, I say when an engine's running, it tends to be suction on there rather than sort of more pressure. You know, so it'd be sucking in air. So that means it might be pulling down, you know, the injector as well. So yeah, it's interesting, but certainly a big old leak on that spindle down there. Cool. But anyway, listen, this tool, absolutely quality. It does exactly what it should do. There, love it. Really, really nice. Good quality. Runs really incredibly well. 50 ml of oil in there, spot on. Love it. So that's the tool. Yeah, hope you found it interesting, and yeah, all the best. Cheers.